Welcome to the Illinois Association for College Admission Counseling Virtual College Fair. My name is Jasmine. I'll be your facilitator today. Again, thank you so much for joining us. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You all can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Second, your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see nor hear you. Third thing I have here, this is just one of many different sessions that we're holding, so be sure to sign up for additional sessions. And then finally, this presentation is being recorded and will be available within about a week at the same website in which you registered. I'd now like to turn it over to our presenters. So for our first presenter today, feel free to go ahead and share your screen and share your information with our attendees.
Okay, hello everyone, good evening. My name is Sarah Stipp-Wagner and I'm an admission counselor here at the University of Evansville. Joining me tonight help answer some questions is my colleague Jill Fisher. The University of Evansville is located in Evansville, Indiana, which is in the southwestern corner of Indiana. Evansville is the third largest city in the state with several major cities only about 2 to 3 hours away. At the University of Evansville, our total enrollment includes over 2,400 students, with 2,000 of those students being in our undergraduate population. And you can see by our low student to faculty ratio and average class size that we offer small classes to help students better engage with our faculty. Professors want to get to know you as a person and not just as a number on the roster. So our incredible faculty member teach because it's their passion, and they want to help act as a mentor for you and to help you reach all of your goals. At UE, we have over 80 different majors and areas of study. Some unique programs include creative writing, archaeology, and ethics and social change. We also have direct entry opportunities in nursing, athletic training, physical therapy, and physician assistant, and you can find a full list of all of our majors on our website. All students are also encouraged to study abroad and have at least one internship while at UE. And as for athletics, we are one of the smallest Division I institutions in the country, and we have 17 different athletic teams. We are known as the Purple Aces, and you can see a picture of our mascot, Ace Purple, in the bottom right-hand corner. And how would you like to spend a semester living in a castle? Well, at UE, you can study abroad at Harlaxton College or study abroad campus in England, and it will feel like you're actually attending the real-life Hogwarts. Harlaxton is located about an hour north of London, and we do own and operate Harlaxton, so your tuition and room and board is the same cost. All of your scholarships and financial aid even go with you there, and your additional costs are basically just going to be travel related. You do have 3-day weekends each week, so you can travel throughout Europe, and there are even a couple of extended weekends included, so you can travel a little farther away. All majors can go, and for most majors, it works best to attend during your sophomore year. Nursing students do attend during the fall semester of their senior year, and that's so they can gain some clinical experience in a public healthcare setting while they're there. And do you see challenges as an opportunity to make a difference? And if you've answered yes to that question, then you are a change maker. UE is one of approximately one of 50 official changemaker campuses around the world. This means that our students and faculty set the bar for social innovation and making a positive change in the world. And you can start making a difference at UE at day one. Our students are making positive change by promoting alternative energy resources, reducing infant mortality rates, and even providing microloans and services to women entrepreneurs. And that's just to name a few. We also have a high school changemaker challenge where you can pitch your idea, and that idea could even snag you up to a full tuition scholarship. So now let's talk about applying to UE. We do offer a free application, and it is available on our website or through the Common App. There are 2 pathways for applying to UE, the traditional and the test optional pathway. The traditional applicant will submit their application, transcript, and test scores. The essay is optional for most majors, but is highly recommended. A test optional applicant will submit their application, transcript, and then in place of test scores, you can submit an essay. And we encourage our students to apply by November 1st for the strongest scholarship consideration. The direct costs for UE are about $53,000 per year for tuition fees and room and board. So keep in mind that that is just a sticker price. No one pays that, as 100% of admitted students receive a generous scholarship to attend UE. Scholarships are automatic, and our base scholarships range from $8,000 to $23,000 with many add-on awards available. One add-on award that we are offering this year is our FAFSA Incentive Award. So you will receive an additional $1,000 scholarship just for sending your FAFSA to UE. And I always encourage students to apply for outside scholarships in their local community. And so any outside scholarship that you get will stack on top of what we are already giving you. And finally, you can see the average financial aid and scholarship package at UE is just under $30,000. So be sure to apply and to send us your FAFSA to see what kind of financial aid package you would qualify for at UE. And now let's talk about visiting at UE. Let's see, I'll double check the chat to make sure there's any questions. So we do offer several different visit opportunities, both available in person and virtually. And for time's sake, I won't go through all of them, but you can see them listed. We are able to offer in-person visits right now. And we also have a fly-in reimbursement for students who'd like to fly into campus to visit. And be sure to follow us on social media. We do have a TikTok account, and that is at UE Admission. So definitely follow us on social media so you can see more pictures of campus and content from current students. And finally, here's our contact information. I serve Central and Northern Illinois, and Jill Fisher, who is also on this call, serves Southern Illinois. So please feel free to reach out to either one of us, and we can get you connected to the right counselor and help answer any questions that you may have.
Thank you so much, University of Evansville. Up next, we have the College of Creative Studies. And Brandy, you are muted.
Gotta love Zoom, right? Good evening, everyone. My name is Brandy Keeler. I'm the Assistant Director of Admissions at the College for Creative Studies, which is located in Detroit, Michigan. We also go by CCS. And at CCS, we help students who have a passion for art and design really grow that passion and elevate their talent so that they can become world-class creative leaders, making a difference in the world with their unique gifts, their creativity. And so I'm going to talk really quickly a little bit about the school and what we look for students who are applying. So CCS, I'll start off with our history. We were born in the city of Detroit in 1906 as the Society for Arts and Crafts, and we've grown to become the city of Detroit's only nonprofit, private, fully accredited college for art and design. And we're actually located in Detroit's Cultural Center, otherwise known as Midtown, which is one of the country's top 10 up-and-coming neighborhoods, according to USA Today. And the students who come to CCS really are studying some unique programs. We're a visual art school, so we have unique majors, 11 different bachelor's of fine arts degrees, including things like ceramics. You can get a bachelor's degree in ceramics or fiber and textiles design, furniture for students who want to make unique art furniture, metalsmithing and jewelry making, or glass, some really unique programs there. Our most popular programs are our animation, our illustration, and our game design program. We have a lot of students who are coming to CCS who have a story in their heart that they want to tell, and they learn the skills to be able to do that. We also have some really unique majors at CCS, like, for example, our concept design program, where students are coming to really grow their skill sets to design characters, weapons, vehicles, architecture, and more for the live action film industry or the game industry. We also have a world-class fashion accessories design program. We're only one of 4 schools in the US that specialize in teaching students to design shoes, hats, handbags, leather goods, and much more. And we're internationally known for our transportation design program. So students come from across the world to learn how to design any type of vehicle, spacecrafts, boats, cars, helicopters, you name it, we design it. In addition to all of these BFA degrees that you see on the screen here, we also offer 20 minors and 9 emphases. We also have a concentration in entrepreneurial studies. So if you want to really tailor your education in the creative industry for things like art therapy or sustainability, those are things you can do at CCS. So in addition to these programs, we're really interested in attracting a diverse student body. So we do have students coming from across the world, across the country to study here at CCS. And in addition to the bachelor's programs, we do have an art education certification for students who want to go on to become teachers, and a Master of Fine Arts degree in 4 different programs. So really diverse student body, but it's still an intimate setting, right? Our average classroom size is about 10 students per faculty member, with class sizes not exceeding 21. Right? Some other things that set CCS apart, aside from our size and setting, are our industry standard facilities that our students have access to, our all-star faculty who are actively working in the industry, and our career services department. We place a heavy emphasis on making sure our artists know not just how to make their craft, but how to do it in the real world. So we have things like sponsored studio projects. We have connections to various industries, organizations, and entrepreneurs that help our students get paid only internships. This is just a small list of some of the companies our students have gone on to intern at. So Pixar, Disney, Apple, CNN, the list goes on. We also offer things like industry days where companies come to campus to recruit. We've had over 460 companies come in the last few years, over 100 of those international, to recruit students for their internships and jobs. And these unique opportunities are why CCS has been named a top 3 design school in the US by LinkedIn, and a best value college by both Money and Pay Scale magazine. The investment that our students are making in their education here at CCS, they're seeing that back in their employability once they're done with school here at CCS. So if you want to go out in the world, get paid to do what you love as an artist and designer, CCS is a great first step. To apply to CCS, the application is relatively simple. We have our own free application, and separate from Common App, where students simply submit their portfolio, their transcripts, their high school transcripts, and our free application form. That's it. There's no essays, no letters of recommendation, no test scores, things like that. So once we look at artwork, portfolio, and the application form, we automatically are considering students for merit-based scholarship. We have 2 deadlines. We have an early action deadline of December 1st and a priority deadline of February 1st. And the students who are applying, like I said, are automatically considered for scholarship. So we have 98% of our students receiving some form of scholarship or financial aid. The average package for students is close to $22,000, $21,965 in scholarships just by applying on time and completing the FAFSA. So we definitely want you all to consider applying to CCS, looking into the programs that we have if you are a creative person, if you want to make a difference in the world with your creativity. I will say that we have a lot of other things that we'd love to share with you, from our Visiting Artists series, our alumni lectures, on-person tours, virtual workshops on how to grow your creative skills, how to pursue your passion. So if you're interested in more information about CCS, I'm going to place a link in the chat box for you to learn more. We definitely hope that you come and visit us. We'd love to help you grow your passion so that you can become a world-class creative leader. So thank you all for your time and checking out CCS.
Thank you, the College for Creative Studies. Up next, we have the University of Redlands.
All right. Great. Hi, everyone. My name is Sebastian Brown. I'm the admissions counselor here at the University of Redlands in Southern California. I'm excited to share a little bit more with you. So first things first, Redlands, like I said, is here in Southern California. We're conveniently located about an hour outside of the metropolitan LA area. So we're kind of evenly balanced, an hour and a half from the beach, the mountains, the desert, and Disneyland, all equidistant to campus. It is about a chilly 60 degrees here on campus right now. So especially for those of you looking for warmer weather, we certainly have it. Our students also take advantage of our location, not only being outdoors, but having access to Los Angeles, Orange County, and San Diego for both recreation, as well as events, concerts, and things like internships and summer jobs. So about the campus itself, we're a small private liberal arts and sciences institution. We're home to about 2,500 undergraduate students. Although we come from a little all over the place. We're represented by 45 different states and 45 different countries, and Illinois is actually one of our top 5 out of states for students to come to Redlands from. We are very campus focused. We actually guarantee housing on campus all 4 years for all of our students. So it creates a great sense of community and also guarantees that you have a place to live during your 4 years here, as well as our mission statement, which is to educate the hearts and minds of our students. So talking about the heart and the things that our students traditionally get involved in during their 4 years here at Redlands, there's plenty of opportunities. We offer over 120 clubs and organizations. Community service is a really integral part of our student experience. It is one of our graduation requirements. And although we have about 2,500 students on campus, consistently do over 120,000 hours of service every year. And we are a nationally recognized producer for the Peace Corps, as well as the Fulbright Scholarship upon graduation. We do have Greek life on campus, as well as 21 varsity athletic programs. And another important part of the campus experience is also studying abroad, which I'll talk about in just a second. We also take diversity and inclusion really seriously here in Southern California and at Redlands. So we offer our multicultural center, as well as pride and gender justice and equity centers. We are about 35% first generation students here at Redlands, and about half of our students are identify as students of color. Now here at Redlands, our average class size is about 18 students. So again, that smaller campus feel with a lot of opportunities to interact with your faculty members, especially considering that our student to faculty ratio is 13:1. So academically here at Redlands, being a liberal arts and sciences institution, all of our students come in undecided or undeclared and have until the end of their second year to officially declare their major and minor. We also have some pretty unique majors that students are able to explore. One that I will point out to you is our minor in spatial studies. So that uses geospatial mapping and data analysis in order to help drive decision-making. So students may do that with mapping, they may combine that with business and do geofencing and location-based marketing analytics, etc. So all of our students are open to all of these programs, and oftentimes students will mix and match as double majors, double minors, and so on. Now we do have two kind of unique programs here at Redlands. One is a conservatory style based school of music, which is not always common, especially at a liberal arts institution. It does require an audition for the School of Music, and we do offer a Bachelor's of Arts in Music, as well as a Bachelor's in Music in either education, composition, or performance. We also have something called the Johnston Center for Integrative Studies, in which students create their own emphasis/major. So a quick example, we had a student who knew that they wanted to work for NASA, any means necessary, and didn't really have an interest in being an engineer or an astronaut, but they really had a passion for politics. So as a Johnston student, they combined degree fields in public policy and political science, as well as pre-law, international relations, global business, psychology, economics, physics, and astronomy, bundled that all together. And as a Johnston student, they get to name their degree when they graduate. So this student's degree from the University of Redlands is in astropolitics. And they are currently a lobbyist for NASA in Washington, D.C. today. So Johnston is certainly a very kind of different approach to a non-traditional college education. Now, I mentioned studying abroad is a big part of our student experience and being a global citizen. We send over half of our students abroad. We don't limit students to specific countries and or cities when they elect to go around the world. Your study abroad experience is included in your tuition, so your financial aid follows you overseas. And we do have a flexible calendar system that is 2 semesters, fall and spring, as well as a 1-month flexible May term. So it's one class that you take just for the month of May, which allows some students that don't want to be gone for a full semester the ability to study abroad for just 1 month. Here at Redlands, when especially considering financial aid, one of the most important and critical things is graduating on time. So we actually guarantee that you will graduate from Redlands in 4 years. As long as you uphold your end of the bargain, you're passing your classes, you're meeting with your advisor, we're going to uphold our end of the bargain and getting you into those courses. If there's ever a situation where you went to take a class and was waitlisted, or it wasn't offered for some reason, and that was to push you into a 5th year, we would cover the cost of tuition for any of those additional courses you had to take after that 4th year here at Redlands. So that's called our Redlands Promise. As far as getting to Redlands, we are test optional as of this year, like many other institutions. We have two different deadlines, November 15th and January 15th, and you can certainly ask me more as your admissions counselor about which option may be the right fit for you. As far as scholarships and financial aid, especially being an out-of-state student, is a really important consideration. We have several that we offer to students. Our applicants are automatically considered for all of our scholarships when they apply, and our merit scholarships go up to $32,000 per year this year, and our average financial aid package covers over $46,000 for students. We also have about 90% of our students, a little more, that receive some form of financial assistance. And we have additional leadership scholarships in the areas of music, art, creative writing, and theater. Last thing is to stay connected with us. Of course, social media is a great way to follow along. If you follow us on Instagram, for example, in about 30 minutes or so, we're having an art faculty member do a live tour around campus and our art facilities. It's a great way to hear current stories and experiences, and also connect with, again, me as your admissions counselor who serves the entire state of Illinois. Thanks.
Thank you, the University of Redlands. Up next, we have the University of Memphis.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Tanea Gully, and I'm here on behalf of my colleague, Jamie Staggs, and I'm excited to present some information with you about the University of Memphis. So without further ado, let's get started. So a great feature that sets our university apart is its location, Memphis. Students like yourself will find that Memphis has so many great options for entertainment, music performances, sporting events, delicious food, and good old Southern hospitality. Memphis is home to several world-renowned Fortune 500 companies such as FedEx, International Paper, and AutoZone. And it's one of the larger biomedical hubs in the United States. So we do have St. Jude's Research Hospital and Le Bonheur's Children's Hospital right here in the city as well. A little bit about our campus. It's located about 5 miles away from downtown Memphis, and it's convenient to just about anywhere you want to go. The campus is very easy to navigate, and you can walk to each class in between classes. We offer 350 student organizations, including Greek life, service organizations, student government, art, theater, music, LGBTQ programming and support, and lots of study abroad agreements with over 60 countries. And there's at least one club to complement each college major. For those of you who also love sports, we do have Division I athletics, and your student ID is your ticket to get into all our athletic events for free. So let's talk about living on campus. We don't require students to live on campus, even as freshmen, but I definitely think you all should consider it. We have 8 on-campus residence halls, and it's a lot for you to choose from. Living on campus is very convenient, and it gives you quick access to all those helpful resources we have for you to succeed. And as a freshman, you can also have your car on campus as well. So educationally, we offer 250 major concentrations, and it's okay to be undecided. Again, we have lots of time so you guys can explore exactly what it is you want to do. I kind of want to brag on some of our programs for a moment. Our nursing program is nationally ranked and has state-of-the-art facilities and over 300 clinical affiliations. Our engineering department has excellent research opportunities and 6 programs to offer, as well as paid internships. And students are at the edge of cutting-edge technology, helping people in their lives today. We also offer music, theater, business, education. There's truly so much for you to choose from. We also have the U of M Lambeth campus located in Jackson, Tennessee. It kind of gives you a private school feel to a public education. The student to faculty ratio here at the Lambeth campus is about 15:1 as well. And you have all the benefits, again, of a smaller campus, of a larger campus, but you're on the smaller campus. Some fast facts and important numbers to keep in mind while you guys are doing your college search. We do have about 22,000 students currently enrolled, and that student population breaks down with 52% of our students being diverse race and ethnic backgrounds, and about a third of our students identify as first-generation students, meaning they're the first in their family to obtain a college degree. We have a lot of student success programs to make sure that you guys are successful here at the U of M. So about our admissions process, we have a competitive review of your high school transcripts, your ACT and SAT scores, we accept both, and an application fee of $25 with no essay. We are currently test flexible for fall 2021, and we anticipate being that way for the class of 2022. However, please just stay in contact with us so that you guys can get the most up-to-date admissions policies. So if you like what you see and what you hear today, please come and take a virtual tour with us and visit our campus, visit our student, our staff. You can come on in person if you want. We offer them daily from 9:30 and 1:30 as well. And then we also offer them on the Lambeth campus too. Lastly, please stay in contact with us. U of M Jamie, that is where you can find your admissions counselor, Jamie Staggs. You can also reach us at Memphis Admissions on Instagram, U of Memphis on Facebook and Twitter. And anything other than that, you can always email us or check out our website for any of the up-to-date questions and our frequently asked questions pages. Last but not least, go Tigers. Thanks, y'all.
Thank you, University of Memphis. Up next, we have Illinois Wesleyan University.
Hello, everyone. Excited to get to chat with you today. My name is Casey Evans, and I am the Associate Dean of Admissions here at Illinois Wesleyan University. I want to tell you a little bit more about what we have to offer. So for those of you not familiar, we are a small private liberal arts university. So really what that means, kind of more practically speaking, is that our population is approximately 1,700 students, and we're undergrad only. So that undergrad only feature is something that's always been really important to us as an institution. It means from day one, you're the top student on campus. So you're never competing for any resources or attention from faculty, from students that are grad or PhD level, because you are that top student for them. Along the same lines, your classes will be taught by professors and not by students still pursuing their degrees. So you're really going to have that direct access available to you. We do have an 11-to-1 student to faculty ratio, but I think a better way to kind of grasp that is our average class size. We don't tend to kind of stand around in groups of 11-to-1 in general. So our average class size is going to be about 16 students. I would guess for some of you that might be even smaller than high school. So it's definitely going to be really interactive and really hands-on in the learning environment. So I used to ask this as a quiz question, but obviously we can't quiz in this setting. So I will just tell you our campus is actually 82 acres large with 12 residence halls. So even though we are a small class size, small population campus, we are a more medium size in terms of physical space. So definitely room to roam. You're not only going to be in one building or one classroom space, anything like that. So something that I think can be kind of unique for a liberal arts institution is the chance to have different colleges. So that's actually what makes us a university as opposed to a college. A university is any school with multiple colleges on their campus. So for us, we have our direct entry School of Nursing program that has had 100% job placement for the past 19 years. So longer than many, I'm sure of you have been alive. Those nursing grads have been getting into the workforce right away. We also have our College of Liberal Arts, which is our traditional liberal arts and division of business. So that's going to be all your natural and social sciences, your humanities, like I said, business, anything along those lines. And then lastly, we have the College of Fine Arts, which will be our performance degrees. So we have the Ames School of Art, the School of Music, and then the School of Theater Arts, which we're especially proud of. Our music theater program was recently ranked 7th in the nation, with our design and technology for theater program ranked 10th in the nation. So lots of great opportunities to get involved and really kind of get connected. I think the beauty for you is that no matter what path you choose, which college you're a part of, you have access and opportunities to still explore. So you are welcome to be a biology major auditioning for the school plays. And actually a few years back, I did see a biology major who got quite a significant role in one of the plays. So definitely feel free to explore. So in terms of all of that, I think kind of one of the biggest buzzwords would be liberal arts. And I want to try to break down for you what that means for us, because it can be a little confusing. So for us specifically, liberal arts means freedom to explore, freedom to create, and really just a willingness for us to tell you yes when you want to try something. So we are very well aware that the world that we exist in today is constantly changing. It's very likely many of you will have jobs that do not exist today once you graduate. So we really want to make sure that you're a critical thinker, you're prepared to explore, and we do that by flexibility. So absolutely, you are going to have your major that you'll become an expert in, but outside of that, you'll also have your general education classes where we're going to be very flexible with you. We'll never give you just one specific class and say you have to take this class. We always give you choices. So for any gen ed requirement, there's usually 20 to 30 classes to choose from in a variety of areas of study. So lots of room to explore, create your own path, and really just kind of decide, hey, what's the next step for me? And how am I prepared if I want to pursue something completely new mid-career? Study abroad is something that's really big for us. So just briefly, you can kind of take a screenshot if you want of this, but we have tons of different programs. Ultimately, whether you want to go abroad for just 1 month during our May term, if you want to do an internship experience that's fully funded, we have that during the summer through the Freeman Asia internship program, or maybe there's something else on your mind. Almost anything's available. We have over 700 global partners in more than 70 countries. So almost anything is available to you. The big one I like to highlight is the Pembroke College program out of Oxford University. So we're one of only 12 US universities that are invited to send students to that program, among Yale and Harvard and all of those schools. So we send usually 4 to 5 students every year, really unique program for study abroad. Yep, there we go. So outside of that, I think it's important for all students to be able to call Illinois Wesleyan home and really know that regardless of your background or anything in your personal life, it's really important for you to be at home and find that comfort at our school. So we do have around 30% students of color on campus with about a 90% retention rate for our students of color. And really, I think the biggest thing is finding those different access points and opportunities on campus. So it starts before you get to campus with pre-orientation, going all the way through our summer enrichment internship experience, and then ultimately getting to celebrate at our lavender graduation, our rainbow graduation, our multicultural graduation, all sorts of different celebrations. So for us, it's always important. I know our director of the Office of Diversity and Inclusion tells us that she wants to make sure she is educating, supporting, but ultimately celebrating our students on campus. And we try to do a great job of that. Some quick stats for you. So we were rated #1 in Illinois this year and #7 in the nation for the top colleges for getting a job. So I know you're not job hunting today, but you will be in the future. So definitely know that we're prepared for those opportunities. Lastly, how do you apply? We accept the Common App or our Illinois Wesleyan application. We do offer test optional, so we are welcome to consider that process with you. And for those still not seniors quite yet, we have an early action deadline of November 15th and a regular decision deadline of March 15th. So I hope to see you apply, and I'd love to connect with you further. Thank you.
Thank you, Illinois Wesleyan University. Up next, we have Southern Illinois University of Edwardsville.
Hello, everybody. I'm just going to take a minute to share my screen. Okay, so my name is Christina. I'm one of the admissions counselors with Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville. Kayla, my colleague, is also on this call, and she's happy to help you with any questions you might have in the chat. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started. So these are just some quick facts about SIUE. We are a mid-sized university, so we have about 13,000 students on our campus. If you're looking at just undergraduate numbers, that's going to be somewhere between 11 and 12,000 on campus. That brings our average class size to 21 and our student to faculty ratio 15:1. And as far as location, if you're not familiar with where we're located in the state, obviously we're in Southern Illinois, but we're about 30 minutes away from St. Louis. So I think it's a great location as far as where to be in the state. As far as majors on campus, we have 127 majors to offer our undergraduate students, as well as 64 minors. It's important to note we also offer direct entry for a lot of our majors on campus. So if that's something that you're interested in pursuing, definitely check that out. I also want to mention that 90% of our students do get a job within their first year of graduating from SIUE. As far as the application is open. It's on our website, so you still have time to apply if you have not already. One thing I want to mention is we are test blind. That means that for admissions purposes, even if you send us a test score, we will not use it for admissions decisions. Instead, we're going solely off of GPA. As far as scholarships, that's test optional, and I'll get into that a little bit later in the presentation. But definitely apply. It's free and available. Or I'm sorry, it's not free, but it's open. And same for our transfer students. We are test blind for that as well. As far as total cost of attendance, you'll see the total cost breakdown right there. It's about $22,100 for an entire academic year. You'll notice it says general student fees are about $3,000. What that covers is anything that's free for you to utilize as a student on our campus. So resources could include, we have free tutoring, we have resources for our underrepresented students, our students who identify as LGBTQ, students with disabilities, things of that nature. The biggest thing it really covers though is your textbooks. So the great thing about SIUE is we do not have students pay for textbooks on our campus. It's a rental system. So basically just return the books at the end of the semester and we won't try to sneak you with any additional fees. I can vouch for that. I was a student on the campus and I did not pay for a single textbook all 4 years. So really, really amazing. And we do have scholarships on our campus. We have about 450 scholarship opportunities. Again, those are test optional. So you can qualify for a lot of our merit-based scholarships just off of your GPA alone. But if you feel like your test score is going to make you more competitive, definitely send that in. And we're going to do our best to get you the most money using whichever one is going to get you the most amount of funds. I do want to highlight the SIUE Commitment Grant. This is a newer scholarship that we're handing out to students. It is need-based, so you'll want to file the FAFSA or the alternative form, and this could qualify you to get your tuition and fees waived all 4 years at SIUE. So definitely something to consider. Make sure you're filing your FAFSA or the alternative form. As far as campus life, we have about 250 student organizations to offer, and that can vary from athletic clubs and intramural sports on campus. Esports, we have Greek life, so sororities and fraternities. If you're interested in volunteering in the community, we have organizations for that as well. Not listed here, we do have research opportunities for all of our students. You can do that as soon as you're a freshman. We have an honors program as well. If you're interested, you can apply for that online. We also have study abroad. We work with about 300 universities worldwide. So very well established study abroad program. We have scholarships that go along with that as well. So definitely take advantage if you're a student on our campus. We're also Division I athletics as well. So if you're interested in playing at a highly competitive level, definitely reach out to our athletics department and we can help you with that. So what else did I want? So we can talk a little bit about housing. So we do offer housing on campus. For our freshmen, we offer suite style. Basically, you'll share a room with a roommate. You'll have 2 suite mates next door to you, and the 4 of you will share a bathroom. So that's our most basic setup for all of our freshmen. You can choose to upgrade to get your own room. Just know that will cost you a little bit more, so your total cost of attendance would increase. For upperclassmen, we do offer apartment style. So you won't be stuck in that suite style setup forever. You can have the option to live, with a roommate or have your own room, and then you'll have a kitchen and a living room attached to that apartment. It is also optional to live on campus all 4 years. We do not have a minimum residency requirement. I do want to say 70% of our students do choose to live on campus. I personally lived on campus for 3 out of my 4 years, really loved it. Just really enjoyed the facilities there. So definitely check out our campus so you can see what that looks like. Speaking of visiting our campus, we have tons of virtual and in-person opportunities Obviously, if you're going to come in person, we're going to follow all CDC regulations. So masks are required. Social distancing is required. But check out our campus if you can. We also have self-guided tours. So you can walk around campus at your own leisure and see the different buildings and areas on campus. This slide is a little bit outdated. These were our dates for the fall, but we definitely have options open for the spring. So check out our website. Definitely come visit our campus. We have about 2,600 acres of land. It's absolutely beautiful. We just had a snow day, actually the second snow day in a row. So campus is absolutely gorgeous. It's cold, but it's beautiful. So definitely check it out if you can. And then last but not least, we're here to help you. So if you have any questions at all, please reach out to us. Yeah, our conference, if you need our contact information, we can definitely give that to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Southern Illinois University of Edwardsville. We have a few more minutes remaining, and so I would just like for all of our panelists, if you could, to turn your camera back on and perhaps give all of our attendees one tip for applying for college. And we'll start with the order in which we started with our first presenter, and then we'll just use that same order throughout.
I think that puts me first. My biggest piece of advice when looking at colleges is to try to go visit, whether that is in person or virtually. Just try to connect with members of campus, current students, faculty members, your admission counselor. A lot of students choose the college based on the feel.
I can go next. I think my college advice for applications is more life advice, and that's to pursue your Ikigai. Ikigai is a combination of what you love to do, what you are good at, what you feel the world needs, and what you can get paid to do. Colleges are a great resource for helping you to figure out how to get paid to do something that you love to do, and really how to become good at something. But as a high school student or even a transfer student, you currently have an idea of what you love and the change you want to make in the world. And I would say don't stray away from that for a fear of what income may come or if there's a job for it. If it's something you love to do and you want to make a difference in the world doing that, go after that. That's my advice.
Yeah, kind of along a similar line, looking for colleges should kind of feel like you're on the Bachelor or Bachelorette. You may really love looking at a school, but ultimately, that school should want you there as well. So by visiting or through social media, really trust that gut feeling and what feels like a right fit. And don't be afraid to look outside of a typical net that you would cast. You may find the perfect school in an out-of-state territory or at a much larger or smaller school than you initially had thought, or outside of a major that you initially were considering.
My biggest piece of advice would be to do your research to make an informed decision. There are lots of opportunities, especially now more than ever, to do so many virtual things with universities. So branch out, keep coming to college fairs, but also, use our websites, use social media, use everything you can to, again, make an informed decision that fits your budget and fits, the lifestyle you want to create for yourself.
So my advice would be for the actual application itself. Don't be afraid to brag about yourself. I think being humble is a really great quality to have, but on the application, don't feel the need to be humble. So, tell us all the cool stuff you're doing. I think the hardest thing for me sometimes is I'll see in a letter of recommendation this really amazing thing the student did or, researched. And I'm like, why didn't they tell me about this? So don't be afraid to make sure that you're highlighting some of that great work.
I think our tip would be figure out who your admissions counselor is for the schools that you're most interested in and utilize them. We are here specifically to answer your questions. That is our job. So definitely take advantage of us as a resource. And then once you've narrowed it down to your top, 5 or 6 colleges, universities, visit. Visiting is super important. That's where your gut instinct comes in. And that's how I was able to make my decision, quite frankly. So definitely visit your top choices.
Thank you so much to all of our amazing panelists for responding to that question. We are preparing to close our session for today, but before we do so, I do just have a couple closing reminders here. So survey will appear. It's a very brief survey with 4 questions. Please, if you have time, take some time to respond to that survey. Also, I encourage you all to sign up for more sessions so you can learn more about these amazing colleges and universities. And then finally, this recording will be available in about a week or so. So with that said, again, thank you all for visiting us tonight, and I hope you have a great night.